Everybody will benefit from digital single market. We were able to create a single market in physical meaning in the European Union. We can say that free movement of people, free movement of goods and services and capital, this is reality in the European Union already. But the digital single market in the European Union does not exist. Cost of non-Europe in digital meaning is huge. According to analysis prepared by the European Parliament, this cost is even 415 billion euros per year. It's a huge amount of money. And this question is not only money, this is also about fundamental rights.
Firstly, we have the presidency, first thing, but secondly, Luxembourg, we have a first-class infrastructure. The last survey also of the OCDE placed Luxembourg of the top-ranking countries in questions of e-skills. We have a good legal framework, and this is what is important, and a trust and a safe place, which are I think the most important thing to be able to speak about those topics, because trust, security, infrastructure and legal framework, so that means to have legislative but also a framework to work with is the most important thing, and we have that here in Luxembourg, so I think it was logical to organize it here.
So your theme on data is important because data is the oil of the future, and only integration really makes magic happen. You have a lot of data at the edge, so the intelligence we find more and more at the sensors at the edge, and combining this data with information you get from a business system, so from an ERP, from a digital core, and contextual data, if you think of agriculture, farming, for example, weather data, or other external data, to bring it all together, integrate this data, analyze it, identify the patterns, and then also trigger actions. And you ask about examples. Changing work orders because of data which is integrated and analyzed. Changing maintenance schedules, changing or creating campaigns. So I think you impact directly your business, and you will also identify new business model and not only improving your current business.
Well, I think data integration is a very good theme. It really is to the point. It's all about typically getting the data, understanding the data, and then generating value out of the data. Now, if you look at, for example, a park of wind turbines, you have a lot of very, very different data, heterogeneous data, for example, sensor data coming from the wind turbine itself. At the same time, you have external data like weather forecasts or load prediction from the energy utility. And also the wind turbines are connected to one another to optimize around themselves regarding the shadowing effects. So you have very, very different types of data, so integrating data from different data sources that are having a very, very different structure is key when it comes to data analytics. It's not only about the amount of data, it really is also about integrating different data sources. Therefore, I think the theme is very, very appropriate.
The biggest impact could be for the time being in the manufacturing industry and the energy market. However, the real impact will depend on it, how good the different sectors implement it. So one issue is the potential, the second is how it is realized. An undiscovered approach is so far the agriculture and food. For societal impact, I think that the food industry and the food chain, data management and data integration would be for our health, for our environment, one of the biggest impact if we would do it well.
We are hosting the conference together with other institutions here in Luxembourg. We've decided it was really interesting to us to try to boost innovation, because it's quite a unique venue where you can find a very significant number of industrial representatives, but also representatives of the academics environment. and political decision makers. So you really have all the components that are important to actually move the data economy. People in charge of regulations, people in charge of the technology, and people in charge of trying to make the data economy something viable for the future.